y'all catch that? So I'm just trying my hand at moto-camping, see if I enjoy it. I love regular camping. I love hiking camping, so this is just kind of merging two things that I really enjoy. The only problem is that I'm pretty ill-prepared. I'm on a Rebel 500, which I've seen people moto-camp with before, but I don't have any saddlebags, so everything that I'm taking with me, my tent and sleeping bag, all of that stuff, I'm having to wear in my hiking backpack. So yeah, I have a nagging suspicion that this ride is not going to be super enjoyable. It is misting and stuff like that. I mean, I've gotten caught in the rain. It's not ideal, but that's part of like the adventure, isn't it? The other thing is that I'm not going too terribly far. I'm only going about an hour and a half away from home. Given that I'm on a bike and stuff, I felt like doing something pretty close to home just to see if I enjoy it would be a better idea. I'm playing it safe as possible. I guess one thing that might be kind of interesting is what did I pack? So I got a one-person tent. It's pretty small. Got a warm weather sleeping bag, which is actually kind of cool, so that might have been a mistake. But it does pack down really, really small, which is nice. I got my Jetboil, or off-brand Jetboil, but it works just as good. And let's see, what else? Some astronaut food, water, some whiskey. Can I say that? Yeah, I can say that. I'm bringing whiskey. It's fine. I'm a fucking adult. Leave me alone. Let's see. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, whenever you throw everything in a backpack and you have to sit with it for an hour or so on a bike, saddlebags would make this a lot easier. I would have loaded up everything in my saddlebags. The tent, I'm pretty sure, could have fit in there if I would have had some decent sized saddlebags. You know what? A sissy bar would have been more ideal than wearing this. But then if I would have had a sissy bar, I probably would have loaded up everything and then had two bags. I don't know. I think the limitations that I have just because of my bike have kind of kept me in check. Like, I don't need everything. And I'm just going for one night. This weather right now, this isn't too bad. I've been caught in an absolute downpour like a jackass. And honestly, my bike probably isn't the most ideal. There's so many things about doing this with my particular setup that people would probably say is like ill-advised or whatever. But that's fine. You know, you don't know unless you try. So I'm cautiously optimistic. So I finally made it into Meridian. I did get caught in some rain. This is how I was carrying shit. My back hurts. Saddlebags would have been better. But it's still fun. So, just about to pull up. I'm not too far. Just a few minutes away from Meridian State Park, which is where I decided to try moto-camping for the first time. I just pulled over really quick to get a couple pictures for the gram. While I was pulled over, I saw two dudes on bikes that appeared to be geared up significantly better than I am for Yeah, I don't know. It looked like they were probably going moto camping as well. So they might be at the same spot where I'm going to be, which would be kind of neat. They were much better equipped. They were on like, actual adventure bikes and had luggage and shit. I'm a little bit early, which is fine. I gotta check in and stuff. If there's no one there last time that I came through, they actually let me go to my spot early, so we'll see how this goes. These people here are very, very nice. The park staff. Let's see. Aw, I was hoping they would be here. They're not open. We'll reopen at 1. So it took me a second, but I just because I had to wait a good minute for the folks to get back from lunch, but finally got checked in a little bit early, about an hour early. And I gotta pee really bad, but I want to hurry up and get my camp set up. This park is pretty small, but it's nice and quiet for the most part, at least a few times that I've been here. So it should be pretty cool. I will say that the side that I'm going to be on is kind of more secluded. So depending on how many other campers are over there at night, it could get a little spooky. We'll see how much, if any, hiking I do. More than likely, I'm probably just going to kind of chill at my campsite unless I get too bored or something. Alright, got my camp set up. Pretty cool little view. Super bare bones because, like I said before, I don't got saddlebags, but for now I just kind of got my shit in here. That'll be good enough for one night to sleep in. I might take my bag out. I don't know that I'll have enough room otherwise. But yeah, this little tent's pretty cool. And as far as food goes, I got some astronaut food, but I forgot like a spoon or fork or whatever, or like a multi-tool. So I also got to go get a bottle of water, that way I can boil it. I'm going to have water in here, but this is my drinking water. So like a jackass, I'm going to have to see if the visitor center has some sort of little multi-tool. Otherwise I'm going to be eating with my hands. So, oh, and that's the other thing. I don't want to carry around my bag, but this little thing is going to come in clutch because it's a really tiny backpack. So I'll just wear this, grab a couple bottles of water from the visitor center, and then come back out, and should be good to go. And then we'll just see what I get into for the rest of the evening. I got whiskey, and I think that's probably about the gist of what I'm going to do, is just stay out here and drink. Well, look at what just wandered its way into my campground. Hey there, what you doing? You just strutting around? Oh my goodness, I just want to cuddle you so bad, but I've been told not to because you carry leprosy. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. You're adorable. Yes, you are. You're fucking adorable. Look at you. Alright, so first time moto camping is in the books. I did learn a lot. I learned that I was ill prepared. I mean, just everything that went wrong could have easily been avoided. Probably the biggest thing is my bike sunk into the mud. The kickstand, it rained, and yep, just really early. I was out there in the pouring rain trying to get it out. Trying to dig the kickstand up, like dig the mud. It was just awful. And then after about, I don't know, maybe an hour of, or not even an hour, and then after probably a good 40 minutes of trying to do that and being unable to lift it because the kickstand was like suctioned into the mud, park rangers happened to drive by. I waved them down, and the three of us were able to lift it up. So thank goodness, thank God for those guys, because I didn't know what I was gonna do. I mean, I was trying to dig out by hand like an idiot, because I didn't have like my little shovel thing. I forgot it. I freaking left it at home like an idiot. Yeah, that probably would have made things easier, but I mean, the more that I dug, the more it seemed to just kind of just get farther and farther, and yeah, it needed like brute strength to get that fucking thing out. I mean, I got mud all over my kickstand. I mean, other than that though, my bike is fine, at least from what I can tell right now. But my thing is I gotta get on the road. I got my wife waiting for me at home. My gauge cluster looks a little bit wonky, but I can't tell if that's just me thinking that it's wonky or what. So lots of things that I would have done different. I mean, I am soaked. I didn't even bother changing clothes. I was just out there trying to you know, get my bike up.